welcome to the Demo Dive. I'm CB, and I'm here to live stream indie game demos unearthed from the dumpster that is Steam's demo tag, sorting treasure from trash so you don't have to. I'm kind of in the glum space because my week off that was supposed to be recovery from burnout and a week of streaming demos to clear out my demo collection on Steam kind of went south, and now the week off is over. Whoa. But a silver lining can always be found, and I have things available to cheer me up. Specifically, the demo for ReLooted by Nyamkop. This is billed as an African futurist heist game, which has me seeing a cross between Black Panther and Leverage, so I probably need to temper my expectations just a little. Possibly not by much, though, as it does seem to be resembling assembling your squad, planning your heists, and reclaiming African artifacts from Western museums. So we can also throw in that reverse Indiana Jones idea that Brennan Lee Mulligan was throwing around a while back, about a woman who breaks into museums to send artifacts back to their countries of origin and has sex with older women. But maybe not too far reverse, because I like how Indiana Jones enjoys punching Nazis. We need more of that these days. Anyway, coming to you live from the birthplace of colonialist theft and the reason that one of Greece's biggest museums has big ol' passive-aggressive blank spots in their displays where the shit the British Museum refuses to give back should be? Let's play some ReLooted and see how on point my Black Panther meets Leverage dreams are. Are you sitting comfortably? Good. Then we'll begin. I think the gamma's pretty well sorted out. Now, where is my mouse? Ah, there you are. That's where you should be. Hello. So that's weird. The mouse is not showing anywhere I need it to. Ah, there we go. Good start. Don't know what happened there.
Hey,
For that music volume. It's great, but it's a little loud. This one is playing directly in my ears. Accessibility options, subtitles enabled, cinematic subtitles, font size are probably good. Controls. Yeah, probably good. Graphics. I'm on story mode. When enabled, you won't be able to see the stairwells in the depth after triggering the alarm. Speed boost the challenge. So successfully speed boosting how it auto-perform, because I don't know what I'm doing. Case the joint complexity, adjust how much information is available, and the number of decisions necessary when casing the joint. I make key decision when casing the joint. Just give casing the joint completely at random. Entries, exits, and team assignments will be given to you. We'll try it on detailed and see how we go. Gameplay. Always show objectives, control, and vibration. I mean, I'll turn it off only because I don't actually have a control. Back. What do we got?
Okay. What's this all about? You know I hate suspense. Yes?
Well, it has to do with my former job. As a restitution expert for the Transatlantic Returns Treaty, there have been some interesting developments.
The name of the treaty itself is a misnomer. It should be called the Colonial...
Terrible time for a history lesson, bud. Just go with the thing about the clause.
Right. There's an old clause in the treaty that uses the words public display.
Basically saying all artifacts that are currently on display to the public need to be returned.
Museums are now using that old clause to basically remove artifacts from public display under the auspices of changing exhibits, maintenance, etc. They don't intend to put these artifacts back on display and are also not disclosing what they have in storage. They intend to have these on display for private viewings instead.
Can't give back what you don't have.
Exactly. But that also means they cannot report the artifacts missing or stolen.
Stolen? Who's stealing them?
Us.
Us? As in the three of you? A retired history professor, her ex-student, and Trevor!
I'm not just Trevor. I'm the security systems guy, aka the locksmith.
Great. You even have aliases.
No, but if we did, I would be the inside man. I know the goings-on in museums, so I would gather intel about these artifacts being removed. I work for one of the biggest in the world.
And Coco's basically an expert. This is all in her wheelhouse. She could be the brain trust.
That's where you come in.
Me?
We could do this by ourselves, but Trevor insisted we'd tell you about it.
Oh my god. You're going to get yourselves...
Coco, do you even hear yourself?
No other items have been returned in the last 15 years. Isn't that a crime too? I know how this sounds, but we wouldn't be stealing those artifacts for ourselves. They would go back to where they belong. where
Yes,
they were
one,
taken
two, and
from.
this
I'm
guy.
not going to change your mind, am I?
No.
And you already have a plan to steal something, don't you?
Absolutely.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, that's succinct and to the point. We're skipping forward in the story. Since Nomali was convinced by Professor Grace to begin reclaiming African artifacts, she has recruited a gadget guy, Fred, and an acrobat, Ndedi. They will help her and her locksmith brother on heists. We take you now to a training room to learn the basics of gameplay in VR. A and D to move.
We're doing this to show we can work together.
That's right, you've got nothing to prove, sis. No matter what they say.
What who says?
Irrelevant. Focus on the task. Some dodgy dude, who certainly wasn't me, stole Coco's favorite vase. It's up to us to retrieve it. My professor of the year vase. Trevor! Off the comms, Coco. We're working.
Okay, parkour. Hold shift to sprint. Holding shift to sprint. There we go. Complete this section by free running, not jumping. Okay. Okay, I get it.
Let's go!
Okay, so we have to... okay, hang on. See. Gotcha! Well done, you can now jump again. Nice to know, very good.
These old buildings make it too easy. Where's the challenge?
Can you just unlock the door, locksmith?
Confirm placement of what?
On it.
Oh, I see.
Waiting on you.
Surprise, surprise.
Cute Trevor.
Strikes again.
Don't rush. Use Nunu. Nunu can scan through any unshielded exterior wall.
Adjust zoom, move camera. Okay, look for a table. Look for a table where exactly? None of this is helping me. Thank you very much. Okay, so where... I see the arrows, but I'm not seeing what they're asking for. Okay, adjust zoom. I've adjusted zoom as much as I can. Maybe that way? Ah, table.
Good control. You can also zoom in and out as needed. Remember, you can access Nunu at any time in the task area.
If you ever need to prop these open, a table is your best friend.
Hey, that looks like a safe. I don't think there's anything in this one, but we might be able to use the safe itself. Finally. Say when. The locksmith. I'm out.
Hey, Lightning. Good to see you.
Damn. Okay, am I stuck now?
Over here.
I see it over there, but like how? I've got myself stuck here.
In the van.
Yeah, I'll try him, but... Okay, if there's a door, I just don't know... Okay. What can you do? No, a whole hell of a lot, apparently. Zoom? Oh, I was supposed to try to grab that, but now I don't know how I can get back to where I could grab that. That's not helpful. Great. I've got myself stuck, apparently. I can't be the only person who's made this mistake, so how do I do? Okay, there's somebody in the green thing over there, but...
Over here.
I'm trying, but that's not really helping me.
In the van. Over here.
Oh, shut up. Alright. So I can't go...
Over here.
I am aware of that, but I can't get to
In
it.
the vent.
I can't get into the vent, so leave me alone. Guess I can't select the vent. Am I gonna have to start this stupid thing all over again? I probably am. Yes, I am. Yes, I want to return to the entry point because I've made an error. Seeing that there's a skill issue here.
Let's go!
Okay, now I just need to be a bit more careful about...
These old buildings make it too easy. Where's the challenge?
Oh, shush you.
Can you just unlock the door,
Old
locksmith?
buildings.
Yes!
Standing by. You're welcome.
Don't rush. Use Nunu. Nunu can scan through any unshielded exterior wall.
I know where the table is now.
Good control. You can also zoom in and out as needed. Remember, you can access Nunu at any time as you pass through here.
There might be, but I'm not willing to bet on that.
If you ever need to pop these open, a table is your best friend.
Hey, that looks like a safe. I don't think there's anything in this one, but we might be able to use the safe itself. Perfect. Later.
Hey, Lightning. Good to see you.
Yeah, see?
Yes, ma'am. In place. I got you.
Hey, that window has changed. They've replaced it with security glass.
Oh, for pity's sake. Yeah, I have a feeling this one's gonna be a skill issue for me.
Hey. Ready. Let's go. Hold on tight.
Okay, so I need to be able to get up through that door. Ah, there we go. Got it. Just kind of some ridiculous hopping.
Going.
Oh, I see.
In place.
With sufficient force.
Hold on.
Need help with that security glass?
Yes, ma'am. Ready? I got you.
And you just sort of yeet through the... You just sort of yeet through the window. Okay.
That is my vase.
When you take it, the alarm will trip. All security shutters will seal, flashing lights, you know, that kind of thing. On it. Waiting on you. Yeah! The locksmith.
Okay, let it go now.
Going. In place. Let's go.
Careful, there's an alarm on that little window.
But I need to leave through here, Trevor.
So be sure you're completely ready before you leave.
Ready.
check on something.
Yes! Say when.
Oh.
Yeah!
I already did the thing.
You're welcome.
That's gonna shut. Oh, so you locked it down. So right. Okay, fine.
Finally. Standing by. Yeah!
Okay,
The locksmith.
that's weird. I hadn't
Right
considered that they've locked back up.
In place.
Okay, you're in place.
It's time to get out of there.
Place. Hold on tight.
Shit! There's supposed to be somebody coming for that.
This is taking too long.
I think he's got a glove, so it's probably he's doing something techie with it. And, you know the basics. We're taking you to the team's hideout. It's a place where they hang out. That should be 2 words. They just recruited the acrobat. The rest of the heist crew have mixed feelings. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Not the most zen game in the world, but definitely interesting. Everyone to the briefing room, please.
Normally, this is a pleasant surprise.
You're more of an open plan kind of guy?
Because I haven't chosen a room yet?
Mm-hmm.
I prefer open spaces.
Pity. I was gonna offer you a nice room. It comes with Trevor.
It comes with Trevor.
You have questions?
Yes? Why are you doing this with us?
I think you have it backwards. You're doing this with us.
They're
It's an
my
interesting art
family.
style, but
I'm sorry if it
like,
sounded like I was trying to replace.
I'm getting a little
It's not
bit
that.
disturbed at the
I just
fact
don't know
that
you.
they
I
don't
feel
blink
like I
often
already
enough.
know you from what Prof and Trev have told me.
You graduated ages ago and suddenly reach out. What made you get back in touch with Prof?
I was doing some work at our alma mater and I ran into her. She was on her way to meet Trevor for lunch and she invited me to join them.
And do you have lunch with all your former professors?
Look, I've always admired Prof and the work she did.
Whose idea was it?
To take back the artifacts. Prof, actually.
And you just went along with it?
I know we just met, but I really believe in what we're doing. It was supposed to be just me, Prof, and Trevor.
Well, forgive me. I'm overprotective of my family.
As am I.
I should probably get going.
Later, normally.
I mean, there's some fascinating story to this, but also like, so where the hell is the briefing room exactly? Chill room, kitchen, briefing room. Huh, neat.
What do you think of Daddy?
Even as a little girl, you were full of questions. So many questions.
So you know I won't leave until you answer my question.
And you know I don't like vague questions.
Any doubts?
A few, but I trust you.
This is about Ndedi, not me. I value your judgment.
Obviously, the bigger the team gets, the riskier it becomes.
He's a friend of Feng's. I trust Feng.
Does Fen know what we are doing?
No.
Good.
Do you like him?
Oh, I just met him. But he is a great asset.
Is that it?
He's also very direct and polite.
Huh. A thief with manners.
You are not thieves.
Thanks for being honest with me, Kuku.
When have I ever lied to you, little girl?
You know what I mean.
Get out of here.
Go to the mission briefing table. Mission briefing table.
We have a guest joining us.
Oh,
On a secure
I
line.
think their sound is a
Someone
bit.
who can solve our transportation
They're gonna need
issue.
to fix the sound, I
Mr.
think.
October.
Friends call me Mr. O. My business requires both trust and discretion, which I will offer to you along with
Oh, I mean,
my
yeah,
service.
potentially,
Your
but
service is
I'm
being?
looking at it as I see it now, not thinking about what it might be later.
Avoiding
The whole point of playing demos is to look at what they're gonna need to fix, and what to keep an eye on for them fixing,
So you
as well
are
as to know what the game's about.
just an ordinary businessman then.
That's exactly how I would put it.
So this is not out of the goodness of your heart.
I am sympathetic to your cause. What African would not be? But my services are not cheap. Fortunately for you, I need a favor. A friend of mine, Bruna, needs an unusual
No, the static
item
is
retrieved.
the sound that it's the sound of the actual game.
An
They've got
actual
some issues
I met
with
Mr.
this.
October after a conference.
No, it's not just that, because it's happening with the characters' voices
The
too.
return of human remains grew.
There's a sound issue that
Across
they're
the
gonna
world,
have to fix
body
between
parts
demo
were
and
taken as
release.
curios or as specimens for
This is definitely not just
And
you.
they can't get it returned?
Pedro was sold to a private collector.
I want to know about... Are there any African remains there?
Many. In particular, the collector has boasted that she is in possession of Mandy Melly's skull.
I've heard of this collector a few times.
God, that's
There are
bugging the
rumors
hell
that
out
she
of me.
acquired remains of Prince Alemayeu of Ethiopia. There may be other artifacts in the house. Keep your eyes open.
What kind of a person collects heads?
She goes by Fraulein M, as politically connected as she is twisted.
Oh dear God, please tell me we don't have Nazis. I've seen enough fucking
Them
Nazis.
all and display them in her manner.
Tell me more about the...
Bruna's ancestor is a shrunken head taken
Yeah,
from
I
herself.
think I'm calling it after I've got through this briefing. I know what the playstyle is like, but it's gotta have some work on the sound before I touch this thing.
Pedro's DNA tested, and it traced it to Bruna.
Several Amazonian groups would mummify the heads of slain enemies, creating zanzas. Macabre visitors to South America purchased them as curios.
Even into the 20th century, zanzas could be bought. Although most of them were fake, made solely to satisfy the European
Yeah, you
demand.
can hear that sometimes that crackle isn't in the voices, but it's not often enough.
Melly was a leader of the Chaka people in Moshi.
Yeah, like I say, I'm probably gonna have to call it because I can't. I'm having this on headphones,
He
guys,
was hanged and then decapitated.
beaming directly
His head was
into
sent to
my
Germany
ears.
to be phrenologically studied. And in the time since, his skull was lost.
Yet the Fraulein claims to have it.
As I said, she's well connected.
I need more on the plan.
She's out of town, and her house of horror is currently under renovation.
What kind of security does she have?
She is unsurprisingly paranoid.
I hope this means we're finally getting a challenge.
Shut up, Trevor.
Laser shutters alarm. I hope you are as good as the professor says you are.
This isn't going to be pleasant. But we'll do it, Mr. October.
Thank you. When it's all done, you will have access to my entire fleet. No questions asked.
Let's bring those ancestors home.
Yep. Okay, I had quite enough of that. Not because the game is bad. The game is good. There's some significant, skill issue I'm going to need to address before I play this. I mean, it's all a matter of getting used to the controls. If I got used to Clair Obscur, I can get used to this, but it's a little faster paced, so it's more of a maybe just on a I have timing issues, and having to push things that fast, that repeatedly, might be a problem for me. So that makes it more of a maybe for me, but for anybody without my physical issues, they would probably enjoy it a lot more for the gameplay, the mechanics of it. I love the story. I love just the premise that we're working on here. Like I said, it really is like Brennan Lee Mulligan's reverse Indiana Jones situation. It's, yeah, these people are trying to keep things that belong to other people's cultures using various loopholes in treaties that should be honored in spirit instead of just in letter. But they're not going to do that because, let's face it, every single one of the motherfuckers who are holding on to that shit are still trying to hang on by their fingernails to the last remaining bits of time when they were still, like, a world power and an empire and all that other nonsense. I live in the UK. I know this feel entirely too well. Like I say, Greece has got some very passive-aggressive little gaps in their displays with little signs saying, this is actually in the British Museum and we'd like it back. You gotta give it to them. But yeah, until they fix the sound, I'm not going near this because it's just, I've already got a headache from the because that's the thing. I could hear the so-called distortion break on, you know, Mr. October's lines, and his weren't nearly that bad. You couldn't necessarily identify his specific voice, but it wasn't that level of voice changer, if you see what I mean. It could just be making... It's the kind of thing that you'd hear a woman who didn't want to be identified as a woman use in the lobby of Rainbow Six Siege, just as a for instance. But everything else, the crackle wasn't deliberate, because you could hear it not existing in the sound. For this kind of African future thing, they would not want it to sound like it had the kind of static that you get from the kind of lines that still have that. It really was just something went wrong with their sound port. And it really does just hit like having a tooth drilled. Except, like, at the temples. So, yeah, no. I mean, the aesthetic was great. I would love to see their faces look a little less, plasticine. There was a little more... There was a little more Wallace and Gromit to the eyes than I liked, I think, is the best way to put it. But maybe if they just get them to blink a little more and tweak the skin of... I mean, it's kind of nice when it's the white dude who actually looks the worst in these things, because you don't see that most of the time. So the fact that he looks like Plastic Man is, I guess that's okay, kind of, but it's still unnerving when he's kind of staring with his slightly buggy eyes at you. It would be nice if that got kind of... But yeah, the aesthetic, the African future kind of thing, it took bits of the kinds of things that you saw in Black Panther, but just not as unrealistically advanced, I guess is the best way to put it. It's like the kind of thing that you'd see in the not too distant future from people actually living in globally connected Africa, not hiding behind a waterfall somewhere. So I love the aesthetic. I love the just the theme of the whole thing. The characters, not entirely sure about all the voice acting, but it's kind of hard to determine when the static is making you just not want to hear them anymore. So I'm willing to... I'm sure Trevor's supposed to be that annoying. Like, well-meaning, he's a golden lab. Black labs are usually smarter, sorry. But yeah, definitely on my wish list, but it's probably not going to be as high for me as it might be for some of you, just on the basis of I have skill issues with that kind of thing. But I really, really hope they fix the sound and maybe do a little bit of tweaking on some of the textures, because everything looked shiny. But that it's probably just, well, it's about all I've got in the tank for tonight anyway. I mean, I have to get my sleeping patterns back into something resembling working order for that whole day job thing I've got. And I still need to get a written review up on Ko-fi, which is where all the rest of my reviews and write-ups live. Nothing is behind a paywall. It's all free for the reading and written for the love of the games, though caffeinated bean water is appreciated, just in general. I'm also going to be trying to keep the VODs up on YouTube long term, but since apparently, and here's a bit of video game news for you, it's apparently going to be getting stricter about showing any gameplay they deem too violent. I'm not sure how long that's going to last. Though I did read beyond clickbait headlines, and I think there's exceptions made if the individual being eviscerated is obviously not human. So, photorealism in video games is going to have a bit of a problem, guys. But, I mean, honestly, I don't really understand it anyway. I think it's ridiculous. There is a children's movie in which the main antagonist is literally impaled by a ship's prow in the climactic scene. But not blood. So, I don't know. I mean, actually, that's a thing, because, I mean, obviously Ursula wasn't human, and then there's things like Clair Obscur, where it's an entirely philosophical gray area, because, I mean, they present as humans, but that's debatable. That's the whole point. It took a left into Descartes for a while, but I digress. The VOD will still be on Twitch for as long as I'm allowed to keep it there. And if you'd like them to stay longer, or maybe have me run the occasional one-off, or at least not weekly event, like the every other Sunday thing I want to do, and actually be able to schedule it properly. If you're not following me on Twitch, please do. If you are, maybe find someone else who likes it and would like to. I'm still on the countdown to how many followers I need for affiliate status, so the support would be appreciated. I'm not hugely motivated to monetize here, for the record. I just want more flexibility in scheduling and maybe the occasional charity streaming event. I have feelings about fibromyalgia charities. It's a thing. In any case, tune in on Wednesday when we look at the demo for Ether and Iron, a tactical turn-based RPG set in an alternate history deco-punk New York City, which is actually floating in the air. So, kind of like Columbia from Bioshock Infinite, but with a more Art Deco architectural style and hopefully without the rampant racism. It sounds like it's going to be an interesting one, so I hope to see you there. Until then, or until next, have a good one.